Hello, welcome to myAthens TV. Once again, we are going to look at some Greek words and phrases that will help you get the most out of your stay in Athens. This time we're going to look at numbers. The first thing you need to know is that in Greek, there are two words for one. In Greek, each word has a gender, so you would use ena for male or neutral words and mia for female words. We're not going to get into when it is appropriate to use which word, just know that either word can be used to say one. Now we will teach you Greek words for numbers. Using these words and a simple method of adding them together, you can count to 100 in Greek. We will divide the numbers into two groups. In the first group, the numbers 1 through 12 are mia or ena for 1, δύο for 2, τρία for 3, τέσσερα for 4, πέντε for 5, έξι for 6, εφτά for 7, οκτώ for 8, εννιά for 9, δέκα for 10, έντεκα for 11, and δώδεκα for 12. In the second group, the multiples of 10 from 10 to 100 are 10 for 10, 20 for 20, 30 for 30, 40 for 40, 50 for 50, 60 for 60, 70 for 70, 80 for 80, and 90 for 90, and 100 for 100. Out of all the numbers after 10, only 11 and 12 get their own name. All other numbers are said by saying the multiple of 10 implied by the first digit and the number of the second digit, much like in English. Let's translate a few numbers to practice. Let's translate the number 25. The Greek word for 20 is 20, and the Greek word for 5 is pede. So we put those together and we get 25, which is the Greek word for 25. Alright, now let's do 47. The Greek word for 40 is sarada, and the Greek word for 7 is efta. We add those together and we get sarada efta, which is the Greek word for 47. Okay, let's do one more. Let's translate the number 16. The Greek word for 10 is deka, and the Greek word for 6 is ex. So you put those together and you get deka exi, which is the Greek word for 16. There you go. Once you've learned those two groups of numbers, you will be able to count to 100 in Greek without any trouble. Stay tuned for our next video, which will help you utilize what you've learned today to tell time in Greek. And make sure to check out our other videos on myAthens.tv or on Facebook, which offer lots of useful information about Athens. Thanks for watching.